Here she comes. Bounce. Good work. Staying left, out of the boulder field. Look at that Cocoa Belly blasting through the white water. Ramming speed. Yeah, it always distracts me and I end up in that boulder field stuck. But I got a good video of it.
You didn't get stuck this time.
I know, because I've done it a few. First time I did this run with Jim like 10 years ago, when we put in up in the horseshoe bend, I totally got pinned on that boulder in the middle. And it was 7 o'clock at night in April. It was cold.
10 years ago, what boat did you use?
I had a rental. It was a rental from the Verde Adventure Center when they were in Camp Verde.
You didn't do it first with the Verde River Institute?
Nope. Jim and I rented boats because he was a Floridian, and we rented kayaks, put in up at 9504, lowered the boats down with rope.
Oh wow.
Above SOB, below 9505. Got in about noon, spent 8 hours on the water.
What vehicles?
Baja and his.
Huh.
And,
You did the Baja up there?
I did.
How'd you guys transport boats? On a roof? Remember?
Yeah, it was late at night and the battery was the alternator and I barely had lights, and we pulled out here on Rincon at the old bridge. I remember SOB being a great stop. I had a sip of wine and kept on going, but it was dark. A long day. She never gets it. SOB is 9515. Where you got scared with that raft? 9505. That was our first one. No. 9515 is SOB. 9505 is where we camped out.
The Thanksgiving spot?
The reason I chose it is because on the U.S. Forest Service map it says rapids. So you and I hiked down there for about where our campsite was, hiked that trail down, hiked upriver, filled it up with a foot pump, kayaked, basically a river raft. You were facing backwards down the rapids. We pulled out and hiked back up that trail. Yeah, it was a gnarly trail, but we were in our 20s.
Well, we were very inexperienced at stuff like that. It's probably harder
The
in our
gear
20s than it is now.
was improved.
Well, and the water wasn't that deep. I don't know why I was so scared. It was probably because I was going down backwards.
Yeah. We used that boat to cross the Verde and go to the hot springs.
I know that. We took that into the Sea of Cortez. We took it into the Florida Keys.
Do you want your other beer now or no? Do you want to split a beer? Just one beer?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a half? I would drink just a half.
I think a half is more than enough.
I know.
We'll save the other one for later by the campfire. Do I need to put it in a couche?
No. It's beautiful outside.
I could just pour some into my empty can here. Gotta.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
I'll drink that. I like that stuff.
So does Hazel. If Hazel was here, she would drink that. I'll just pour like a quarter.
Oh man, I love that stuff. It's good.
Is that your favorite? You like it better than Squatters?
The foam, yeah, I do.
Oh, but the beer itself?
Yeah, the sage, it's good. Orange, I do like it better than Squatters. Squatters could be really like strong at the bottom. Squatters is best out of a pint, I think.
That is good. That probably is better than the Squatters.
Papago.
Happy to be here with you.
Indeed.
I like these cliffs here. Are we at the steps? I wonder if that...
Did you see those people ask me about the boats?
Yeah, what did he say to you?
I thought you were talking about we were like a commercial.
He said that?
I thought you said that, but you meant the commercial launch. But it was
Yeah,
like everyone
that's
was
what I
asking
meant,
us
we were
about
not
our
supposed to
boats.
Go to the commercial launch. But yeah, we were a commercial for Coca-Cola.
Yeah, hey, what type of boat is that? That's the Nirvana with the spray deck. There's a kayak right there, a green one.
And the front? Oh, somebody lives there. It's like a river kayak.
Yeah.
I wonder if that house is all marked off as a crime scene up there. Guess
And
we'll
then
see.
those people were asking about it too. They're like, "Is it strong?" He said. I said, "Yeah, the old ones have 1,000-denier bottom. That's really
This
strong."
one has a strong bottom. I've gone over
These
lots
are
of
the
rocks
old
with
ones.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that one not as strong?
These are both the old ones.
Oh.
Yeah. In 2019, they changed it to a thinner hull.
Oh no.
Save weight, but then they started making a whole like 5 different boats that were more durable, but they didn't have the spray deck. Now I think they're making the more durable ones, 1,000-denier with the spray deck. I saw a picture of one. I'm interested in that.
Glad we have these though. It's fun to have.
I fucking love a 10-pound boat. When you put it on your shoulder and you're carrying it, it's got your paddle and everything in it. It's like 10 or 15 pounds on your shoulder. It's like you walk for miles. It's awesome. Pack
we have walked
rafting
for
is
miles
so
with these.
fun. I love
That's
that
the
part
beauty
too.
of it,
I
is
like
you
the
can
walk.
hike up and then float back down. Like we did that
Yeah.
in Utah.
I love the hiking part.
That one day we were at the Sevier River, remember, and it was so windy. We hiked up like a mile and then we floated back in like a few minutes.
God,
'Cause
yeah.
It was like just the wind.
A
was
lot of those
insane.
rivers were that way. But the Fish Creek might have been a little different.
Then there were that like Mormon family who were just bobbing down the river like apples,
Yep.
without boats at all. It was so strange.
I wish we would have had more time on the Fish Creek, up by Bear
Yeah.
Creek and
Oh, it was hard
south.
to paddle in those areas, dear. It
I
was
know.
very
It
rough.
was high
And
flow.
Fast water.
High flow.
I mean, this is like ideal for
This
us.
is paradise for sure. This is
Yeah.
pack rafting paradise.
That's what the people from Coca-Cola
It is. You hike up at a mile or 2 an hour and you float down at a mile or 2 an hour. It's paradise. It's the right rhythm. Not hike up at a mile or 2 and then float down at 20 miles per hour.
I know.
You're done
it's
in
like
10 minutes.
Diminishing returns on that.
Yeah.
If you like have to hike really, really far, and then you don't get to enjoy it going down because it's so fast.
So I'm going to mention a couple of spots in that letter for a family reunion, and Oregon is not going to be like top of the list. Oregon, yeah.
Where in
The
Oregon?
Chetco all the way up there. There's a house and then a guest house. Really fucking nice.
Cool. So
There.
Robert's family reunion.
Yeah, and Mom was interested in Yellowstone, and we're still interested in the Apple Valley thing, making that happen.
Apple Valley?
Zion.
Oh, by
You know,
St. George?
we really almost had that house rented.
Yeah. But then the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the house. I wonder if there's like crown tape around it. I see a 55-gallon drum right there. Dude, when we paddled through here last week, there was like a dead body in the drum. I'm not... Oh, there is crime tape. There is crime tape around the house. Shit.
There's blue skies to the north.
I'm putting my beer can back. Wow. Very weird. Very weird. There's crime tape all the way around the house. Last week when we paddled through here, I was just like,
So
wow,
how?
it was
What
living
is
there.
meth an injection or do they smoke it?
I think ether?
Is it snorted like
I think
cocaine?
all of those things probably.
Yeesh,
You can inject it or snort it or smoke it.
that's scary.
So it is. Very weird. Sad. Very tragic. Doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's a beautiful piece of property.
Well, a guy in Flagstaff owns it, and I'm sure he'll take it back. Looks like they were having a fire right by the river there, and they burnt the barrel.
That's a dead man's camper. Couldn't hold it together.
It just makes me sad for every single person involved in that story. Whatever really happened. Not good. Alright, the next rapid is the
Well, there's the sewage bend, which is the schoolhouse draw,
what
and
do you
you,
call that rapid though?
and then you come around the schoolhouse wash, and then you get into Rocky Rapids, which is you take to the left.
Rocky Rapids.
These are Rocky Rapids. The ones up there are the boulders.
Yeah. Rocky Rapids. I didn't have any problem last week doing it.
You did good. I saw you.
Just hanging to the left.
And then when you got out of the bend in the middle of the rapids, you like really tracked well. See, your energy flow is good.
I was nervous about going through it with the dogs because of, you know, past history of people getting caught there and get stuck on rocks and flipping. But like, I didn't want that to happen, so I was just trying to be as safe as possible. This is a nice pool here.
Right. Well, this is where the old bridge is. There's the foundation for the bridge. The other part is over here. This is where Jim and I took out at the bridge.
This is where you guys got out?
Yep.
Whose yard is that there?
It's not. It's Friends of the Verde River Greenway.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's an easement because of the foundation of the bridge. You can see the big foundation on the left.
Yeah, I know.
There's another foundation on the right that's half that size. And this is where the Desert Fury car fell off the bridge.
Oh. Now I want to watch that movie again. Let's see.
Because it was just like a 20-foot drop. It wasn't a 40-foot.
It seemed like the car went like head first into the water.
Yeah, it was here.
I'll find that scene on YouTube and I'll watch it.
I'd love to come here and just like park the olds right there and picnic right there. Because you know, that's a good wintertime activity is to picnic right there. Have a kayak or
You can take the olds, you can take the bus.
right
I know
and
you can park the olds there, but we don't need to.
and have the boats. So if we want some exercise after we eat and drink, you just hop on and paddle around in circles.
Yeah, it's a nice pool.
Even if you want to run the rapids, it's a short hike back to the bus. We're really lucky to have this.
You want to go down ahead of me?
Kind of by design, you know. We came out here for outdoor adventure. younger years would bounce around on the rocks, do a little rock climbing, and now we're cruising down the river. The two of us together. We did that, a 25-year anniversary honeymoon together.
It would be really cool to live right on the river, except for February and March. It would be kind of scary.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be sleeping very well.
You know how the Chetco was flowing when we were there in Oregon? I was running about 1,000 CFS. Over the winter, it gets 80,000 CFS.
What?
It's amazing.
That's crazy.
I mean, the Northwest rivers are really to be respected.
Yeah. Well, this river jumps quite a bit.
It's
What
about
is it,
10.
Like normally 70 CFS, and then it goes to what?
10.
10,000?
When it hits 10 and 12, we're like, oh my God, let's go look at it.
Yeah,
Even
let's
at
go
2,
stand close to it, but don't go into it.
even at 2, it's like, whoa. 6, you gotta have your life vest on, 600 CFS. And that's 10 times as much as normally is
I wouldn't want
base
to do
flow.
it above that.
I know.
It's
Fine.
a lot of obstructions here. Like the higher CFS might mellow out some of the rockiness, but you also are moving so fast. There's trees and branches.
Snags, I know.